It's the Unity Champs, ready to show no mercy to their Mutiny opponents.
It must not have been easy to step aside and allow another guy to defend the titles that you rightly earned.
Maybe it wouldn't have been easy for you, Corey, but that just shows the unique, dare I say, unity that this team has. It's the reason they've been so successful, and Mutiny has been running scared.
The Unity Champs have a new face, but are hoping for the same old result when they defend their titles. And the challengers from Mutiny taking full advantage of Freebird rules.
Watching the Unity titles fall into their enemies' hands has been a black mark on Mutiny itself.
Not that you can tell with their predictably dark and cliched color scheme. Someone had to say it.
Bayley hopes your presence is enough to bring these NXT titles home.
The following contest is an intergender tag team match and is for the NXT Unity Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the team of Lexis King and Bayley. And their opponents, the Sophia Burnstorm and CM Punk.
There you see what's at stake. The NXT Unity Tag Team titles. Mutiny thought they were being clever by substituting Bayley onto their team, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
The Freebird rule cuts both ways, Michael. Bayley and King were not prepared for an angry CM Punk.
Tonight's outcome will set the tone for Survivor Series, and therefore the entire future of WWE.
Ooh! Showing no signs of defense here, guys.
Neckbreaker.
Oh, just elbow drop after elbow drop after elbow drop.
Punishing their opponent.
Clothesline.
What impact.
The challenger enduring the punishment.
Good night. Doling out as much damage as possible, looking to silence the challenger once and for all. Big elbow drop.
What's CM Punk going for here?
Jarring impact.
Elbow drop.
Piercing. He's pumped up, and so is this crowd.
Boom, right in the button. Middle rope for a tornado DDT.
Getting the fresh partner in here.
And here we go. Irish whip from Punk on Bailey.
And Punk follows it up with the knee.
And he nails the Bulldog. Vintage CM Punk.
This looks like it could be all over.
And there's the tag.
We've seen the defending champs win matches with the Whirlwind Splash, and now it's CM Punk's turn.
Wait, what?
Did that just happen?
I can't believe this. CM Punk has sided with Mutiny?
This can't be happening right now.
It's over.
We have new Unity Tag Team Champions, all thanks to the shocking turn of one CM Punk.
And now CM Punk is directing Mutiny to attack the former champions. Punk was friends with these two. They trusted him. This is sick.
Honestly, with Punk's track record, we should have seen this coming.
We thought he was one of the leaders of WWE. I don't get it.
You're not the only one.
We could be witnessing the beginning of the end for WWE as we know it.
I hate to agree, Corey, but with CM Punk on their side, Mutiny now has all the momentum leading into the most important Survivor Series ever.
We are headed for dark times.
I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals. Namely, the now former Unity champions. When you were busy trying to start a new world order, who do you think riled up R-Truth and got the Raw and SmackDown rosters fighting each other? That would be me. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flower miles. You two used to train together, right? Maybe just quit WWE now and go open up a gym. Early retirement. This is your chance to get out before someone gets hurt. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
This feels like that winter when we both got hurt doing that insane drill.
Oh yeah. You messed up your knee and I broke my arm. We were the walking wounded for a while there.
Yeah, at first we were helpless and ready to sit out until we healed up. But after a week or so, we started to figure out how to help each other compensate for what we were missing.
So you figured out how to get by?
You can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion, That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So this is a personal crusade disguised as allegiance. Are you trying to find a strategy to protect WWE from Punk? Or is it all just about Seth freaking Rollins?
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Cody? I didn't expect to see you here.
Why? Expecting some lackey to encourage you to get into some live event matches? There's no time for that. NXT is in jeopardy. We need to push back against Mutiny now. I hear you're putting together the team for Survivor Series. I want in.
And you'd be a heck of an addition. But I'm surprised to see you this fired up about NXT.
It's not just a brand. It's the future of the entire industry at stake. If Mutiny wins this war, you can forget about NXT being the place that nurtures and develops the next generation of superstars. This whole mutiny is about one thing, nurturing and developing CM Punk. Seeing NXT like this, I can't and won't stand idly by.
We need more than just a pocket full of fiery speeches. Have you got a plan, or just a sledgehammer?
I'm not one to play games, so I'd say we need to take the fight right to the top.
The top? Punk plays the long game, and he knows the threat you pose. He's too smart to engage with you directly.
KO isn't, so I'll take the fight to him. If we destabilize Owens, we start chipping away at Mutiny's foundation. NXT's future is ticking away. Let me do this.
Nobody doubts your drive, but I need to be sure I'm making decisions for the right reasons.
Choosing someone else might seem safer, but it's a mistake. The clock's ticking, and every moment we hesitate, Mutiny gets stronger. I'm ready to do what needs to be done.
I hear you. I'll let you know.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. But there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
That's a strong argument, Drew. But Punk has a lot of enemies, and there's a long line of people in WWE who want a piece of him. Let me talk to everyone who wants in, and we'll make a decision.
Talk to whoever you want. but you best make the call soon.
Hey, Yus. How you holding up after Punk's backstab?
Just trying to stay under the radar, observe for a bit, and figure out my next move. It's chaos out there.
Chaos? Bro, it's a straight-up betrayal. And I'm not even talking about Punk. Everyone around here is just kicking back, watching Mutiny rip through this place. Like, where's the loyalty?
I hear that. The balance of power could definitely shift in our favor if we had a few more heavyweights on our side.
You talking about someone like Roman? He always thinks these squabbles are beneath him, but it's not as bad as Triple H and the higher-ups giving Mutiny a free pass. Now that's messed up.
Well, if anyone might have a certain high-ranking member of the board on speed dial, it'd be you.
Try. Man, Barack's caught up in that Hollywood glam. Can't see past the box office. He's been wearing a suit too long. We see Mutiny's tearing down WWE, and he sees ratings and dollar signs.
Then it's on us to figure out how to hit them where it hurts. Time to play the game smarter, not harder.
Yeet. Look, Oos, if you want me, I'm all in for being a part of Team WWE at Survivor Series. I'll do whatever it takes to stop Mutiny in their tracks.
We need all the help we can get. I'm thinking we can get you and Jimmy on board. Have you been in touch with him lately?
It's just... with Jimmy, man, it's complicated. We ain't been right for a minute. You sure you need me to do that?
Families are complicated. Let me think about it and weigh my options. I'll get back to you if it's the right move.
Yeet.